Bird is in Plain Notes WannabeJacks, back with another video. What's up, guys? And today I'm talking about the horrors of secondary school. Now, before that random ass American goes, hey, the fuck secondary school? I think it's basically like the last 2 years of middle school and then the 3 years of high school as if they're one school. I think. I went back to school last Tuesday. I have had exactly 9 days of school, and I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done with it all. I can't, guys, I've had 9 days. School is 9 months. I can't do it. I'm not just saying I can't. I mean, literally, I can't. At this point, I would be happy selling herbs at the side of the street. Honestly, I'd forgotten everything I loathed in school. Now, in fairness, there's so many people that are always like in August, oh, I can't wait to go back to school, I've missed it, it's so much fun. And then after a week they're like, no, homework, tests, why did I ever want to come back? I wasn't one of those people. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually go to a really nice school. It's all girls, which I guess kind of sucks because I have guy friends that like I wish I was in the same school as them. But it doesn't really matter. And I do club activities, I'm in different things. I like my school, the teachers are really nice, most of them. Cut that out. And I enjoy school, just there's I enjoy the school, I don't enjoy the work. And before someone goes, well, that's your problem, you lazy ass son of a gun. When I want to do something, or when I like something, I will do anything for that, even if it's like annoying or boring. Yeah, well in school I don't give a shit about anything, so that's why I fucking don't work for anything and hate everyone. Now, when I say hate everyone, ha ha! Oh god, people are fucking idiots in school. Oh, and I don't even mean this like, oh, you get D's in your exams. I mean people are just moronic in the hallways, in the canteen, cafeteria, whatever. They say the stupidest things. I just can't handle it sometimes. When you're walking down a hallway, and it's just like one person in front of you, and there is no one else around you, but you're just kind of stuck behind them. And they just stop. They just stop. For no fucking reason. They just go, hey, I'm gonna stop in the middle of the hallway because I'm nothing better to do with my life. And they just stand there, looking around them like, oh, isn't this a nice place? I just spat all over my camera. Our school hallways are really fucking small. They can fit maybe 3 people across the way, and that's it. And when one person is standing in the fucking middle of the hallway and they stop, it is hard to squeeze past. So many times! It's been 9 days! 9 days! And I swear to God, 2 people daily will fucking do this. I even rammed the back of a teacher recently. Because I was walking up behind her and she just like stopped. And the momentum, I couldn't. And I like rammed into her and I felt so bad. And she was kind of like, what have you done? And I was like, I'm so sorry, you just stopped. You didn't put on your braking lights. Like, we literally need indicators on the backs of students. The other thing is getting up early, okay? I'm sorry. As I said earlier, I just can't do that. Over the summer, that's the word I'm trying to think of. Well done, fucking Jacks. Over the summer, I used to go to bed at like 5 a.m. Okay? I have to get up for 7 a.m. for school. This does not work. This does not work with my sleep pattern at all, okay? I've had to get myself into a new sleep pattern, and it's still not working. I've gone from going to bed to 5 a.m., and I've kind of broken it down at this point that I'm going to bed at 1 a.m., but that's still 6 hours sleep, and it's not like I'm on my computer, and then I go to bed at 1 a.m. I'm like, oh, why do I can't sleep? I mean, I turn off all my devices at like 11 p.m. and I'll just lie there in the darkness for 2 hours like, this is nice, this is fun, oh look at that, I have 6 hours of sleep now. And school is just so boring. I'm sorry, teachers who try to make it more fun with worksheets. Really? You think worksheets are gonna be fun? You think highlighting shit in a book is gonna help? No, it's still boring. It's still so boring. There's this thing where if you sit in the same place and you're still for too long, you yawn a lot. Like, it doesn't matter if you're tired, it doesn't matter if you're bored, you just yawn. And I'm sitting there in class like, I've been sitting here for 40 minutes, and I yawn, and then I'm so conscious of the teacher looking over and being like, bitch, you bored in my classroom, you get the fuck out! Because that is totally how my teachers speak in my school. And then, of course, there's subjects that literally are never going to matter in my life. Like, there's subjects like English, which is like, yeah, I need to know how to read and write. That makes fucking sense. And then there's subjects like maths, where it's like, okay, this is pretty pointless, but hey, there is, like, they're trying to teach you how to solve things. It's not like, I know a lot of people look at maths like it doesn't matter, but it does actually help your brain in solving problems. So I kind of get that. But then there's subjects like French. Okay, yes, I think everyone should learn a second language because there's just too many benefits not to. But I've been spending 5 years learning French and I don't know any French. Je ne parle pas français, s'il vous plaît. I don't know. I'm really bad. And people are like, oh, but Jax, like, just study harder. No, schools can't teach languages. This has been proven in so many cases that schools are just shit at teaching kids languages because you don't learn languages by learning off verbs and rules and You learn by listening and speaking, and even though everybody knows this, nobody does this. I'm getting a little carried away here, apologies. And then there's the whole thing of like, oh, but when you go to France, you're gonna need to speak French. No, I'm not. I've been to France like 4 to 5 times in my life, and I have never needed to speak French, ever. They all speak English. I go to places where they speak English, and I'm always only there on holidays, so you're not like making friends with French people on holidays. You're meeting people who come from other countries to go to France on holidays because I stay in a hotel, and you know who stays in hotels? Tourists. The only reason you would need to be able to speak France is if you... The only reason you would need to speak French is if you want to live in France. And guess what? I don't want to live in France! I mean, yeah, France is awesome, but I don't want to live there. I have my reasons. I want to go other places. You know, Europe's great, but I've lived here my whole life. I'm done. And it's just like, you sit there in a class knowing you are never going to need this subject, but you have to do it. And there's no reason, there's no logic. It's just, I'm an adult, you're a child, I say you need this for college. Boom. Don't even get me started on Irish. Oh my god. For people who don't live in Ireland, you don't know the horrors of Irish. Okay, first of all, I want to try a disclaimer here. There are people in Ireland that are really passionate about everyone learning Irish. They're like, no, we had our language taken away from us by the British. We need to learn Irish. We need to keep the language alive. Therefore, we should make all our children learn it up until the age of 18. And they don't have a fucking choice in the matter. They just have to fucking do it, even though their parents can't speak it, their grandparents can't speak it, their siblings can't speak it, the aunts and uncles can't speak it. But hey, there's a small percentage of people that live in little villages around Ireland where they only speak Irish that you're never going to visit. But hey, you know what? Respect them and learn the fucking language. Right? I'm sorry to those people for what I'm about to say. If you want to learn Irish, if you want to keep the language alive, that's fine. Go do that, but stop making everyone else do it. 12 years of my life, I've been made learn Irish. And for those of you who are like, Irish is not the language you speak in Ireland? Jesus Christ, where the fuck are you even from? No, for like 600 years, Irish people have been speaking English as their first language because the English invaded Ireland. We're not part of the UK anymore. I'm going to make that very clear because some people are like, hey, was Ireland and Britain the same? No, Ireland, the Republic of Ireland is free from Britain, but we were under their rule for a long period of time, so that's why we all speak English. Because the Irish fought so hard to get their land back from the British, they were like, hey, we can't let our language be lost because that's the English language. We don't want that language. We want the Irish one, even though the only people who speak Irish live in Ireland. And guess what? Everyone speaks fucking English in Ireland! So it is literally like living in Greece and being made learn ancient Greek. It is like living in Egypt and being made learn ancient Egyptian. Literally, there is nowhere else in the world that speaks Irish. Not even Irish people speak Irish. There's a very small percentage of people, and a lot of people are pissed it's in the school system. But guess what? I'm going to spend like X amount of years learning this language that I'm never going to use. And this time, June of 2018, I'm going to have to sit an exam in Irish. And if I fail that exam, I'm going to have to retake my last year of school. So, like, whatever about French, okay? Yeah, I had a rant about French. But you know what? I can deal with that because when I go to France, I guess I can try and speak it. But I'm never going to speak Irish. Like, I'm never going to live in what we call the Gaeltacht, where they speak Irish. I'm never going to live there. I know I'm not. Something else that really annoys me about school. You have to ask to go to the bathroom. Now, I understand why this is so, because if everyone just got up and went to the bathroom when they wanted to, the classroom would be chaos. But you know what? If I need to fucking pee, let me pee. Like, hey miss, can I go to the bathroom? No. I will shit on this chair. I will shit on this chair right now. Like, what kind of answer is that? Miss, can I go to the bathroom? No. Bitch, you want the bladder to explode? Oh, Jesus. There's that whole thing where, like, a teacher's like, where's your homework? And you're like, you legit, like, you 100%, you're not lying. You actually left your homework, like, in your locker in a different room or something. And you're like, oh, it's in my locker. Can I go get it? And they're like, bitch, no, you bring your shit to room. What is wrong with you? Why are you so forgetful? You're an adult now. I'm gonna treat you like one. You don't have your homework in. That's your problem. And they get, like, all sassy about it. And they could walk in the next day and someone could be like, hey, miss, you got those test results from the test we did last week? Oh, I left them out in my car. I'll give them to you tomorrow. Are you fucking kidding me? I have so much pent-up anger about school. I could literally make an hour-long video on this and it still wouldn't be long enough. But I think I'm just gonna leave it here. I think I got most of that off my chest. To be honest, this video was like, I could be funny, but I just need to rant about this because 9 days of school in and I already want to quit. I'm already behind on homework. I actually have to do homework after I finish this vlog. So yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. If you want another video on a rant to school, ask and you shall be given. Literally, I can make another video, but I don't know if you guys will be interested in this video. So if you are and you want another one, you know what to do. Hit the like button, comment below your thoughts on the video. If you haven't already, don't forget to tap that subscribe button. But delicately, fuck me, as it is a delicacy, and I will see you all in the next video. Whatever that may be!
Take me away from home. Show me all